Decolonizing museums and cultural institutions has become an important issue in the art world in recent years. As more people become aware of the legacy of colonialism, many institutions are beginning to take steps to decolonize their collections and programming. This movement is rooted in the belief that museums should reflect the diversity of the cultures they represent, and that they should not be a platform for reinforcing outdated ideas or perpetuating colonial attitudes. The goal of decolonizing museums and cultural institutions is to make them more inclusive and equitable. This involves challenging the traditional narrative of Western history and culture that has been presented for centuries in museums and other cultural institutions. It also involves recognizing the significant contributions of marginalized peoples and cultures, and ensuring that their stories are given equal attention and respect. Decolonizing museums and cultural institutions also involves rethinking the way art and artifacts are presented and displayed. Instead of focusing solely on European and Western art, museums should strive to include a broader range of art and artifacts that reflect the diversity of cultures around the world. This includes works from indigenous peoples, Asian cultures, African diaspora, and other marginalized communities. In addition to changing the way art and artifacts are presented, decolonizing museums and cultural institutions also involves rethinking the way they are funded and operated. Museums should strive to be more transparent and accountable when it comes to their finances, and they should ensure that their staff and board members reflect the diversity of the communities they serve. Museums should also make sure that they are not perpetuating any type of systemic racism or inequality. Finally, decolonizing museums and cultural institutions requires engaging with the communities they serve. This involves hosting events and programs that are meaningful and relevant to the local community, and actively encouraging the participation of underrepresented voices in the museum's mission. Museums should also make sure that their collections and programming are accessible to all visitors, regardless of their background or ability. Decolonizing museums and cultural institutions is an ongoing process that requires a commitment to equity and inclusion. It is a necessary step in order to ensure that museums are spaces of understanding and celebration, and that they reflect the histories and perspectives of all the cultures they represent.